UFC 285, Jones versus Khan. Most confident picks to least confident picks. I'm going to tell you right now, Jon Jones is not a confident pick. I'll tell you that right the heck. Now, Bo Nickel, he will most definitely be a confident pick on this card. Cody Garbrandt, no freaking way with that chin. But you can see what we're doing here. The ones that we have as our highest confidence on the entire UFC 285 card, we're going to put them at the top. The guys that were like, oh my god, this one could really go either way, the 50-50 type of fights, are going to be at the bottom, and we're going to get percentages. Like, if you want to actually look it up on Google, what my percentages translate to the betting odds to see if, oh, maybe they're undervalued, they're overvalued, or whatever the case may be, you can definitely do so. But that is what we're doing in this one. We give a percentage to every fighter I think is going to win at UFC 285, and I only have two underdogs on this card right here. I just messed up. Let's go back a little bit. I only have two underdogs on the card in Jalen Turner, who's a huge underdog. I'm very surprised on those odds. The other underdog, a slight one, is Julian Marquez. And yeah, I'm going to give you my confidence from number 1 to number 14 on the card. Click the link in the description, the top link for all of my bets that I'm going to make, but these are the confident picks. Jon Jones is who we're going to do last. We're going to start bottom to top. So Loic Radzhabov, if you look at the man's betting odds, he's at minus 270. I don't really think he should be that big of a favorite. I'm going to be honest, I'm thinking like 55%. I'm literally thinking like 55% for Loic Radzhabov. The dude should not be as big of a favorite as he is, considering the power of Esteban Ribovics, considering even if Loic Radzhabov goes out there and is able to land the takedown and use the wrestling, Esteban still has a good jiu-jitsu game as well, good submissions from bottom, and again, the power on the feet. So I have Loic winning. He's not a confident pick by any means, in my opinion. We're going to raise it a little bit to 56% because I'm a little bit more confident than that, but he's not at all a confident pick. Farid Basharat, my man, is 100% going to be a confident pick. He's at 85% confidence, and his betting odds are right around where I have him on the confidence here at 85%. On the betting odds, they're going to have Farid Basharat minus 500, and then they have him at best. You can get a minus 410 on DraftKings right there, and I do believe he's probably in the top 5 for most confident picks on the card. That is most definitely a confident pick. Even, you can say, possibly even a super confident pick. And that's almost there to be a super confident pick. Got Tabitha Hichi, who I do not think is a confident pick at all. We're going to move her way down the list because she should not be, what is she right now? 2.5 to 1 favorite, even more on some of these. She's almost a 3 to 1 favorite on one of the bookies. At best, minus 230 is what you're going to get, but I have her so far at the bottom at a solid, well, 54%, which means if you're betting that fight, it's an underdog or pass for Tabitha Hichi and Jessica Penne. Cameron Simon, now this is a confident guy as well. For me, I'm going to have him at 80% confidence, which, if you can tell, there's some value on Cameron Simon there. He minus 250 on DraftKings. Yesterday, I believe he was a little bit lower on some of the others, so money is coming in on Cameron Simon right now. He is one of my more confident guys on the card as well. So we'll move him below Farid Basharat because I'm a little bit less confident in Cameron Simon in this fight because he looked a little iffy in the last fight, but Farid Basharat's got a tough task as well. So they're pretty close, Simon and Farid Basharat, two undefeated prospects in their respective divisions. We'll see what happens. They're in their same divisions. Ian Machado, Gary, and Kenan Sang. Now that is an interesting one. Not really. It's another one that is going to be quite confident. A little bit more confident than Farid Basharat, if I'm going to be honest. I'm going to lower Farid to 83, and I'm going to put Ian Machado Gary at 85 instead, because I do believe Ian Machado Gary is a little bit more confident of a pick than Farid Basharat. And I'm thinking about the last fight of Damone Blackshear. A lot of those scramble situations do worry me a little bit, so we'll have him at 85%, and Farid at 83. Julia Marquez, the underdog. If you're looking, anything I have on here means Julia Marquez is going to be pretty valuable. Plus 132. Plus 132 is the best you're going to get him. You got an arbitrage situation going as the plus money is greater than the subtraction money right there, which, you know, if you're smart and if you're on multiple bookies, you can make some free money doing it that way. But we're going to have Julian Marquez. He's not a confident guy at all. Not more confident than Tabitha. He's one of my lesser confident guys on the card just because of how close of a fight I do believe that to be. So far, our underdog, I mean, if you can guess, is our least confident pick of the card. Oh, what a surprise. Oh, my gosh. Next fight, Amanda Ribas. You already know she's going to the bottom with Julia Marquez as well. And I'm going to be honest, lower than Julia Marquez at 51%. Maybe a little bit more, 51.5%. But I do not have any confidence in this type of a women's MMA fight. I'm going to be dead serious with you. They're both pretty legit on the ground, good jiu-jitsu, good wrestling and things like that. The striking is very even. Again, like I said in my prediction video, it's going to come down to those moments. And women's MMA, you don't know who's going to have those freaking moments. That fight could literally go either way. We're going to lower that a little bit more. I'm going to keep it at a 51. I'm not confident at all in Amanda Ribas to win. I can't. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. But Dricus du Plessis, again, if I'm saying it correctly, not going to be to like the Cameron Simons, the Furry Basharat, the Ian Machado Gary's, not towards that level of confidence, but he's a little bit more than a Loic Radzhabov. And I'd kind of peg Dricus du Plessis around a 69-70%, somewhere around that range, just a little bit more than a 2-1 favorite, which I believe that's where his odds are. We're gonna have him at a 68% confident for Dricus du Plessis in the middleweight division there, and that will be below Loic Radzhabov. Wow, we don't have a lot of mid-tier confident guys on this card just yet. Cody Garbrandt, as you heard in the intro to this video, he's going to go low. He's going to go very low. Very, very low on this list. Betting odds, if you are wondering what they are, I am wondering as well, where the heck are they? Cody is way too big of a favorite in my opinion. Trevin Jones has some solid power in his hands. I'm going to have him a little bit more than Amanda Ribas because I do believe Cody is a lot more skilled than Trevin Jones. He's got the title experience. He's actually younger, but he's barely going to be above like one of my least confident picks on the card right there. And actually below an underdog that I'm going to have on the card in Julian Marquez, which is absolutely insane. So Cody Garbrandt, we're going to move this guy way down the list. Next one we have is Bo Nickel. We're keeping him right where he is. We're not moving him down. I mean, if you thought we were moving him down, think again. We're going to have Bo Nickel at, well, let's go 98% confidence. You already know that Bo Nickel is going to win. That 2% is just for the fluke. Jamie lands something big, like just chucks out a few shots, lands on the chin, flush knockout on Bo Nickel. But 98% of the time, I believe Bo Nickel is going to go out there, get the takedown easily, smash him on the ground. If Kyle Dawkins can do it, Bo Nickel is way better than Kyle Dawkins. He should do it as well. 98%. You guys already understand the reasoning for that one. Jalen Turner, another underdog. And I'm curious. I have not seen the odds since yesterday. Yesterday, the odds were like plus 650 for him to win by decision. But I'm forgetting what the betting odds were. Oh my gosh. Plus 190 on Jalen Turner right there. Plus 190. That is insane. Wow. My prediction is it's gotten a little worse, actually. Plus 640 is right here. So it actually, people are not betting Jalen Turner by decision. That makes sense because it's not a very likely outcome, but I, for some reason, think it's going to happen. And plus 181 is pretty heavy underdog, 2-1. That means other people probably have Mateusz Gamrot at around 68, 69, 70% confidence, somewhere around that range. I'm not putting Jalen Turner anywhere around that range because he's definitely not going to go out there and just destroy Mateusz Gamrot. I told you, that fight comes down to round number 2, in my opinion. Round 1 goes Jalen, round 3 goes Gamrot. it's a really close fight in my opinion, and I'm going to go Jalen Turner to win, but my confidence is not going to be like through the roof by any means. It's going to be right where Julian Marquez is. As my other underdog, we're actually going to have Jalen Turner above Cody Garbrandt and above Amanda Hebus, because those are just so unpredictable type of fights. But we'll have Jalen Turner at 52%. And I'm a little less confident in Jalen Turner than I am on Julian Marquez, so I guess he'll be the lower ranked 52% on the confidence. Shavkat Rakhmonov, the one a lot of you guys were waiting for, because you're wondering, is minus 500 value, is minus 600 even value on a guy like Shavkat who's been so dominant in his MMA career? I'm going to say right now, no. I'm going to say it's a clear no, in my opinion. He'd have to be in the 85 percentile, 84, 83 percentile, somewhere around that range for you to even consider putting money on Shavkat Rakhmonov to win that fight. And I think Shavkat wins a little bit less than 3 out of 4 times. A little bit less than 3 out of 4 times. So if you do the math, that'll be right around, a little bit above Dricus du Plessis, but a little bit below Cameron Simon. We're going to have him at a solid 74%. Shavkat Rakhmonov in the UFC's welterweight division. We'll have him right here. Never mind, we'll make it an even 75. 75 will have him winning 3 out of the 4 times. I do believe 1 out of 4 times Shavkat and Jeff Neal fight, Jeff Neal's going to find a way to catch that chin. So that is a very, very interesting fight, especially for you guys to bet on. Now, Valentina is very high as well. I'm going to say it right now. She's our number 2 on confidence for this card at a solid 88%. Not a 90%. Just because I don't want to do that. I don't know why. But we're going to move her right below the guy we all know who's going to win in Bo Nickel. Jon Jones, Ciryl Gane. Going to the bottom. I'm gonna say it right now. He's definitely going to the bottom. Not so far to the bottom. Right below Tabitha Hichi. That's where I'm going to put him. That's where I'm going to put Jon Jones on this list. At a solid 53% confidence, which I don't believe makes him have value on the betting odds. I think 53% is a lot less than that minus 170 tag that some of them have on there. So I do believe there's no value on the Jon Jones line, but that is the prediction there. So super confident picks. That's our first category right here. Super confident picks. We are gonna go Bo Nickel, Valentina Shevchenko, and I'm gonna go Ian Machado Gary as well as our super confident picks. We're going to go very confident picks. I'm making a new one. Very confident, but not super. Or we could just make it a very... Nah, I'm going to keep very. Very seems nice. Very does seem nice. Then we have our next one of just confident picks. Shavkat Rakhmonov is not at all a very confident pick, in my opinion. So Shavkat Rakhmonov is going to be our most confident pick. Even Dricus du Plessis isn't going to be a confident pick. He is an almost confident pick because he's not in that 70 to 80 percentile range. And he's our only almost confident pick on the card, because then we go on to a new one, which is slight leans. And that is going to be, in this case, Loic Radzhabov, Tabitha Hichi, and Jon Bones Jones. And then we have the 50-50s. These ones can literally go either way. Flip a coin, I do believe it's going to be a different outcome most of the time. Between Julian Marquez, Marc-Andre Barriault, Cody Garbrandt, Chevin Jones, Jalen Turner, and so on and so forth. But this is where we're going to have it. We're going to make it a little bit bigger. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have Bo Nickel at 98%, super confident. Valentina Shevchenko, 88% as a super confident. Ian Machado Gary at 85% as a super confident. Our two very confident picks, Farid Basharat, 83%. Cameron Simon at 80%. And I'm going to be honest right now, the more that I think about Cameron Simon and Mana Martinez, and then Farid Basharat, the more I think this should be flipped. we're going to move it down a little bit. We're going to flip these, all right? I feel a little bit more confident on Cameron Simon. For some reason, I've just been thinking about it for a little bit now. And I'm going to have Farid Basharat at 82 and Cameron Simon at 83. Confident pick, Shavkat Rakhmonov at 75%. A lot lower than you were probably thinking. That's where he is. Almost confident pick, Dricko du Plessis. Almost made it. Just a little bit more. He probably would have got there. Loic Radzhabov, Tabitha Hichi, John Jones are slight leans. And then we got the 50-50s of Julian Marquez, Jalen Turner, Cody Garbrandt, and Amanda Ribas. Those are the most confident picks. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, put your confident picks down below, and if you want to see the bets that I will be making for UFC 285, those will probably come out tomorrow. Most likely, because right now there really is not a lot to choose from. Only one bookie has like all of the extra props that I would usually be looking for. So I'm going to wait till tomorrow to post all of those bets. If you want them, click the top link down below in the description. But that's about it. Those are the confident picks. You think Jones wins? You think Gane wins? Bad grammar. Like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.